As we go through this program, you'll have a deeper understanding with it, this particular model here, and it'll make a lot of sense. And that's why I'm going to work with this, because it's very revealing, as well as it's so insightful as to what we need to do next when it comes to working with the subconscious. So, vision, your goal, what you desire to see brought forth. Identity, the self-image. And we want the self-image to be reflective or one with the vision, and perhaps at the earlier stages it's not. And we're able to identify how it's not by what values and beliefs are revealed on our day-to-day journey. And by changing them, we also change our identity. By also changing our values and beliefs, we'll have greater capability cultivation. For example, let's say a person wants to become a musician, but the belief is that for them, they think that it's going to take them a long time to become a musician, and it's going to be a very stressful journey. What is going to externalize from that is certain behaviors that will create unnecessary complexity during the learning experience. So if we change the belief of how they see themselves to be when it comes to acquiring that skill, then they'll be able to cultivate that skill with a higher degree of proficiency. And I've noticed this all throughout my journey, because I realized in the entrepreneurial journey for me, I needed to develop certain proficiency in communication. And I noticed that I was practicing a lot of communication skill-based thing, and I talk about this a lot in my communication program. But it wasn't until I changed the identity, the self-image, and my values and beliefs were revealing that self-image that I had prior, and changed the self-image to be more accurate to the ideal communicator or effective communicator, that what I then noticed that I was easily able to communicate effectively. And I continue to improve in my communication skills. And I enjoy the process, and I love the capability or the cultivation of the capabilities related to communication. So as we change our values and beliefs and our identity and our vision, what we'll notice is our behaviors, capabilities, and environments change. So with this particular program, we're focusing a lot on identity and values and beliefs. We're going to clarify it with a vision. We're going to talk about this as we go through the program. Is the vision is what you punch into your GPS, the goal. And the goal is going to help us calibrate over to the destination via our indications of what is being revealed on how we relate to capabilities, behaviors, and environments. And as we change the identity, the subconscious identity, and the subconscious values and beliefs, also what we'll notice is that our capabilities will flow. The skills that we need to cultivate on the entrepreneurial journey, for example, will be a lot easier to cultivate. Our behaviors will be more optimal, such as, for example, if an entrepreneur experiences a lot of procrastination. As they change their identity and their values and beliefs, they will find that they'll no longer procrastinate, or they will do the necessary behaviors, such as the morning routine or all these things I talk about in my productivity program, from a place of flow rather than a place of force. And they'll also notice is how they relate.
Now, isn't that interesting? A place of flow versus a place of force. Resistance, attention, force. You can work really hard on that and get so much opposition that you just give up. It's not a place of flow. People often talk about being in flow, and how things go easily, effectively, and well. Interesting terminologies.
To their environments will change. So your relationships with your environments will change, such as your office space, your team members, anything outer world, we would consider that environment. Also, you might find yourself in different environments, environments that are more in harmony with the vision. Maybe it's more effective to grow your business in one country versus another country. As you change certain values and beliefs that maybe were holding you back from moving into another country, you'll notice that now you genuinely desire to go to that country, and you find yourself in that different country as your business starts to grow. So this Robert Dilts model, logical levels, is what we're going to refer to throughout the program via the exercises.
All right, we're going to end this here. We're into 30 minutes here. There'll be a short video to finish this off. I just got to wrap my head around it. It's a lot. There's a lot to it. But I think logically its effects are a lot simpler and cover these areas a lot more easily than we may assume or understand. So we have to look at how we can bring about the change we need to really support what we desire. Again, this is part 2, and we'll get into that other parts here as we finish this off. Good day. All right, let's continue in Sudi's guide. Let's finish this up.
So a while back I was told a story, and the story was very fascinating to me. And it was about essentially cultivating yourself into a successful magician. And the term magician is used in this context as bringing forth what you desire. And he said in there, in the story, that there are 4 attributes. And so these 4 attributes is what further allowed me to take the large, complex, what would otherwise seem as overwhelming information regarding working with the subconscious, and simplify it in a way that if you work in these 4 areas, it would allow you to produce success. And he said it was purity of intent, level of awareness, focus of will, and quality of character. Purity of intent means clarified vision, clear vision. Level of awareness is your ability to connect the dots on a broad scale and understand what the different aspects of what is in the periphery or wide array of different elements that appear in your world mean. Level of awareness. Now we're going to discuss these in detail in the sections to come, because I've got over here, if you look, there's 4 parts called the way. The way, we got purity of intent, level of awareness, focus and will, and quality of character. That's in the way part of this program. But purity of intent, we want to have clear intent or clearer intent as we continue on the journey. We want to increase our awareness so we can understand a broader spectrum of different elements related to reality and related to our mind. And this continues to increase with practice, with working with this program. We also want a higher degree of focus of will. And we want this to be autotelic, more flow-based will rather than force-based will. We're not talking about force-based. We're talking about reprogramming or working with the subconscious mind, building a relationship with the subconscious mind, and impressing the subconscious mind with certain values and beliefs, certain kinds of identity attributes and vision attributes that will bring forth a more automatic, autotelic will. And also quality of character, which is related to values and beliefs and identity as well. We're going to discuss that, because one of the things we want to do as we work with this information is we want to work with it from a place of spirit of harmony, benefit for you, others that you deal with, and divine and evolution. That's the way I like to look at it. Anytime I work with the subconscious mind or any subconscious mind modalities to bring forth success.
Well, that's empowering. That is powerful. Wow. I can tell it's that I've been led to here. Let's see what we can do with it.
Or to create any kind of change within myself or the world, I keep into consideration the quality of character attribute. That what I want to do is bring forth a
This quality of character, this divine attribute is powerful. This is not by chance. I can tell that I've been led and guided here either subconsciously or consciously, and it's not by accident. So this confirms that what I'm seeking is here. So I'm grateful for the inspiration to try this again and go on in a better direction, much better direction. Grateful, thank God.
higher degree of love and joy and peace and harmony on the journey with everyone that I deal with, all the way to bringing forth success. So now that's the introduction and fundamentals. Go ahead and watch the next video in which we're going to talk about clarifying the vision.
Wow, what a great deal. Take a look at his program. Very worthwhile. Good day.